In today's video, we're setting up our bullet journals for the month of April. Hey guys, welcome back to Art and Alchemy. I hope you're all doing well. If you're interested in creating spreads like these, please keep watching. I'm really excited about this month's setup, so let's dive right into it. Talking about the supplies, I'm using brush pens from Tombow, an acrylic paint marker, and some microns. I'll leave all the links to the supplies I used in the description box as usual, so check that out if you're interested. Starting with the cover page, I'm going ahead with a daisy theme this month. Daisies always make me feel happy and bright for some reason. They just remind me of good things in life. So I'm very happy to be doing this theme. As you can see, it's both simple and fun to draw them. I started with a guide in pencil with 2 circles. Color the center yellow and using the outer circle as a guide, draw the petals around it like so. You can bring some variety to some of these flowers by making the guide oval shaped. I'm using a 0.3 micron to outline all the doodles. Now I'm using the dark green brush pen here for the leaves. I'm doing them in Shada Campbell's style using the brush tip to create the leaf shape. It's not perfect, but it's really quick and simple to do it this way. If I could go back in time, I would probably choose a lighter green color for the leaves. Next, I'm writing the title using the yellow paint marker in my favorite bold font. I'm outlining it to add some interest. I chose a paint marker here because I like the look of it better, but feel free to use any marker of your choice. I wrote a quote at the bottom that says, "Take time to make your soul happy." On the right is my month at a glance page. For all the headings in cursive font, I used a plastic nib micron from Sakura. I stopped using calendar spread a few months ago because it's just easier for me to set up and track my events this way. I'm drawing these lines here to divide it into weeks. And that finishes my first spread for this setup. Moving on, we have my monthly Taskdump page where I braindump all the tasks that come to my mind. I started off with the illustration and the title. I just have to say this, that these daisies are so easy and fun to draw, you guys should definitely give this theme a try. Since the time I started doing minimal themes and spreads, I enjoy bullet journaling a lot more because it makes so much difference to the functionality and the purpose of bullet journaling. Plus, it saves a lot of time. Now, setting up my weekly spreads is easy, tracking is easy, and I'm finally able to make the most out of this system. Remember, the key here is to keep it simple and focus on the intent of the system. Coming back to the spread, I made a table where I write down all the tasks in my head, then segregate them based on their urgency and importance and assign them to the upcoming weeks. This helps me later with the weekly planning. On the right, I have my monthly focus where I write down my priorities paired with my intentions, books I want to read, and skills I want to learn this month. And that's the spread all complete. Next up is my trackers spread. I'm setting up my habit tracker on the left. While I'm working on the illustration, I wanted to talk about a recent post I shared on Community tab on YouTube. For the past few months, I've been feeling a little disconnected with my art. I've been experiencing feelings of self-doubt and low confidence as an artist and a content creator. There was a time when I had so much fun with the process of creating art, but now all that I feel is a pressure to make my art look perfect and post-worthy for social media. I'm trying to handle these feelings mindfully and meticulously while I slowly work on reconnecting with my passion for art and creativity. Back to the spread, I'm now working on the tracker. I love this vertical habit tracker as it is simple to both set up and track. I divided it into weeks to track my weekly progress and added the habits on top. I'm tracking 4 habits this month. I used the space on the left to create a legend where I also define the regular and minimum time frames to perform each habit. On the days that I travel or am super busy, I try to spare the minimum amount of time that I realistically can to keep up with the habit instead of skipping it altogether. On the right is my sleep tracker. I'm doing everything I can to develop a healthy sleeping routine this year, and this tracker comes in very handy for that. To set it up, I write down the dates on the left and hours from 10 p.m. to 9 a.m. on the top. I again divide it into weeks and draw 2 vertical lines to indicate my ideal sleeping and waking hours. This makes tracking and reflecting really simple and effective. Now we're finally setting up my weekly spread for the month. Lately, I've been exploring a lot of weekly spread layouts and trying to figure out the ones that work for me. For this layout, I have space for Taskdump and priorities on the left column, and the rest of the space is for my daily log. Previously, I would also have a space for writing my review, but I don't need that anymore since I started using a separate reflection journal for my daily, weekly, monthly, and quarterly reviews. After finishing up the illustrations, I'm adding the days of the week. This week's spread is very satisfying because April starts on a Monday and we all love a start like that, don't we? The best thing about this theme is that since it's a simple floral composition, you can make these illustrations work for your spreads and customize them to fit your preferred layouts. And that's the last spread for this setup all done, which means it's now time for the flip through. This theme is slightly more colorful and brighter than my usual themes, but I just love how pretty the daisies look. I'm just so happy with all the spreads and I really hope you like them too. Let me know your thoughts in the comments and drop in any theme suggestions that you want to see for next month. Thanks so much for joining me in today's planning session. Do like and share this with your friends and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye everyone.